who wanted her ex-husband to go to the NFL so bad so she could stay at home and do what? Kick her feet up, remember?
Yeah, my husband.
Hey! Hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte. What? Latte. What? Latte. What? Hands up if you ready for the real. Latte. What? Latte. Hands up if you ready for the real.
Y'all can be all Team Akira all day long. Team Psychopath is what it needs to be. Team Pathological liar is what it needs to be. Like, I bet you that girl, well, she might remember all the lies because something ain't clicking up there, but like y'all don't read. At first it was court documents don't lie. Court documents don't lie. Y'all the same people that said that court documents don't lie. But she get on that stance to say something totally different. I found out the alleged affair in November. Now it's they had an affair after me and him stopped messing around in April, May. First it was she was in Durham. They was oh my goodness, there's so many holes in her story and y'all sitting here just believing it. I believe you. You went through so much. No, she's the virus. She's damaged. She needs help. She needs to go to Holly Hill. Something is not there. Y'all can be that all day long, okay? But
welcome in all my loyalties and my latte loyals, baby. We're going to have to get into this breakdown on Tim and Brenay because we thought that they was dirty, but they are dirty. A whole different type of dirty. The whole time Tim and Brenay was basically playing in Akira's face when it came down to her kids, baby. Not when Devon got on the stand. Lord, pissing me off as I speak. Not when Devon gets on the stand and basically say he heard these two humping and bumping. And once they finished, they had the nerve, y'all, to go and ask Akira's son, I would say Tim's son, but the disrespect that he played on him, I can't. But they asked Akira's son to go get a baby wipe for them. So all this time that we've been hearing about this baby wipe situation, say what now? Is there no lows to lows on how low a person will go? Like Brenay, you have the girl husband, leave her kids alone.
So during the time that Brenay got on the stand, as it relates to the word chickens, y'all, it sounded like, if I'm lying, my sister will come back and correct me, but it sounded like she went to Google lingos as a step parent of what she can refer to the children, right? And she came up with step chickens. I guess I've never heard of nobody calling no children chickens. It's like she Googled it, right? And it's like, she really don't need to be talking about the kids. She's supposed to be talking about the kids. So it's like she find ways around, the court documents, what the court orders say, so that she can talk about them. So basically, bottom line, Akira ended up taking a stand and told her, you don't get these snitching on my kids. They came out of my vagina. They came from my uterus. If you want to post your children, have your own children. You got my husband. Have your own kids. And post them all you want.
Basically, Brenay ain't got no respect for nobody. She knows she got paperwork on her through the factors of this case. And she got the nerve to be popping up any and every place, knowing Akira don't choose to see her in her face or around her kids. Like popping up to the dentist's office and etc. Talking about you stayed in the car. You always in the car. You might as well live in the car. At this point in time, it doesn't matter where you wasn't supposed to be nowhere around her and hers. So for you to use this wife thing, for you to be antagonizing, is crazy for me. You in all the places you ain't supposed to be. But let's talk about this. Corinne had the nerve to be acting like she was defending her sister, calling Akira a liar. Girl, you wasn't defending your sister. You was defending your man because you know the things that you and him been doing, and you felt like that was a block edge. But not only did you have her, but you also had your sister. And in that case, you chose to stay in silence. So anytime you can, you trying to input your 2 cents. But your 2 cents really doesn't matter because you and Brenay get down the same way, Corinne. That's what we've learned through the factors of breaking down this situation. You're just quiet, whereas she's more public. But at the end of the day, y'all go for the same outcome, baby. Y'all was both humping and pumping on that woman's husband. Sad case.
And she said, even when the baby got ready, the baby had to have dental surgery. Why, Brenay? Tell me why she was there. She gets on stage and say, I was sitting in the car though. Why did you have to sit in the car? Why? She was sitting in the car. She went, and that's what Akira said, you pop up in places that you shouldn't be.
This is sad, and many of us can agree that this situation is just trifling. Trifling. Listen, if you made it this far in the video, drop a purple heart for your girl Tay. Let's get into this debacle, baby, okay? Because I know a lot of us, the way we see in this situation play out, we be having to close our mouths like, say what now? Because I know I'd be like, say what now? Because anybody else that would have been put in this situation with Brenay, I don't think they would have been waiting for 1.75, honey. She would have been done got her whole ass beat, to say the least. Because like I said, this whole situation is trifling. But hurt people. And Akira and Devon did not deserve what it is that what they received dealing with these 2 people, baby. Tim, he really ain't ish. $2 Tim, you also deserve everything that you get because your whole purpose, it seems, is to live off of women. You wanted Akira to front your life. You wanted her to be responsible for you, seems like, as a parent, not as a wife. That girl was paying all the bills and going to work while you was at home implementing nothing but hurt. And then you do it with a person that was supposed to be so close to home. And now that everything that happened is known, it's just crazy. You was in this lady house. She gave you a place to stay, even though you lied to get in. And Tim, you got the nerve when Akira told this girl to leave to try to stand up for her, honey. If fumbling a bag was people, y'all would definitely be the 2 persons. Because at the end of the day, Devon and Akira get the win, baby. Because whatever you 2 demons needed to do to get together and remove yourselves out of their lives, yourselves out of their lives, y'all did them a favor. Y'all did them a favor because y'all sure did not mean them no good. And what's understood should never have to be explained. So for the things that's taking place in this courtroom that we getting to see go down today, it's crazy. You playing with a woman kids. You exposed this woman kids to the point somebody tried to come and remove her child from school. That's not cool. And Tim, for you allowing her to do the things that she do, that makes it even worse on you as a person. Them kids didn't come from her. They was made by you and Akira. So for you to allow someone to possibly almost bring harm to them, you crazy for that, friend. But yet you want to be bringing a pew-pew to the courtroom for some content creators that you don't even know. But when it come down to your kids, you not really caring or remorseful? Yeah, karma is what it will be. And I'm happy that y'all are receiving. So, Brenay, it doesn't matter how much you try to hide your money. All the things that you've done on these platforms through the years that you thought social media was going to eat up, and it didn't turn out that way. Now you will have to pay for your terrible actions, baby. Let's get into this content, okay? Like I said, if you are not a subscriber, become a subscriber, friend. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep Latte alive. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep Latte alive. All right, back into this content. Haha.
This is the part that gets me. So she was like, well, you and Brenay received unaliving, you know, treats. Y'all put the H in there. Y'all received unaliving treats. So she was like, you're not concerned about your children being posted on social media. That man looked Attorney Robin dead in her face and told her no. She said, you're not concerned about your children being posted. You're not concerned about their well-being, their safety. He said no. He flat foot out saying no. He was not concerned about them. But you walk around with a pew-pew on your hip for what? And you allowing third parties and other people to post your children? It's diabolical. Not only that, we found out that Tim and Brenay want custodial rights to the children. You heard me? I said we found out that they want custodial rights to the children. Why y'all ain't got your own kids? So you can do whatever it is you want to do. That was so disgusting to me for that man to be like he not concerned about his kids being posted. And then after the cheerleading, the baby name school was exposed. For somebody to come, because Tim tried to make it seem like this was before Akira testified. Thank you. High tea time, Tim tried to seem like, oh, Akira's going to take him out of his school anyway. But the part that he left out was that somebody went to the school to try to check their child out. How the hell somebody come to the school to try to check your baby out and you ain't concerned? You ain't concerned? You ain't concerned? He said he was not concerned about the safety of his children. But you concerned about the safety of you and Brenay? Help it make sense. Help it make sense. Attorney Robin pointed out so beautifully that on Snapchat, you choose what question you want to respond to. Nobody is picking these questions for you. You're picking them yourself, and you are choosing to answer questions about my client and the children.
Y'all really listening to this ish? I can't believe a situation like this even took place. And this girl is deciding to play with this girl, babies. You got the husband. $2 Tim ain't ish. You can have him, but leave the children out of it.
But yeah, shows me taking this wig off, doing another wig. I know I had this dad go moo for the last couple days, so I feel like it's not dirty for real. It's not dirty for real. So, but yeah, well, yeah, look at this. Hopefully today's gonna be productive. It is 12:28 right now. Shows me taking this wig off, doing another.
Latex World 17. No drama, all facts. A truth teller supporters are appreciated in Latex World. It's all love, by the love of the world. Ay,
I tell you, Akira popped up in court looking amazing, okay? Amazing and pregnant. And I know that is getting underneath Brenay and Tim's skin. That's why, friend, because Brenay been trying and she can't get pregnant. And on top of the fact is a Tim, oh yeah, that lets him know you over, friend. Another man is loving her the way you couldn't. But the fact is that y'all trying to use your kids that you had with Akira in a situation with Brenay because she can't get pregnant, baby. Don't try to take over somebody's kids because you can't produce your own. You dead ass wrong.
ITSLATEWORLD serving tea, no drama, all facts. A true teller, supporters are appreciated in ITSLATEWORLD. It's all love, la 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 the world.
It when Devon speaks, okay? Because he basically be on it, baby. No, she tried to make it seem like, oh, when you heard us humping, it was allegedly. No, it wasn't allegedly. It was accurate. She gonna say, when did this happen? January, February, March? Should I continue? On top of the fact is, Devon heard them doing what they was doing, and at the end, had the nerve to send the baby to get a baby wipe, friend. Brenay, you're karma. You think this is it? This is only the beginning, friend. Because I don't even know what to say to something like that, friend. You gonna send that girl baby to go get a baby wipe. And Tim, what type of dad are you, friend, to even have any, how can I say, parts in this? But you are part of the disrespect, and now you are allowing her to be disrespectful to your kids, fool. Grown-ups is grown-ups, and it ain't even right in that light. But when it come down to kids, it's supposed to be a whole type of different. Now, my thing is, you don't let her have the nerve to try to get your kids to call her mommy. Like, you allow her to call your kids chickens. You $2 Tim, you really ain't ish.
Need a co-signer. I've been asking him, how did you feel when you found out that Brenay signed for an apartment for your cousin? And Devon was like, I really didn't care because I ain't never need a co-signer. So Brenay gets up and she says, how do you know that we asked him for wipes because we had just finished doing the Uchi Coochie? And he was like, cause I could hear y'all. I heard y'all. Y'all finished. Y'all called for him to bring wipes. So then she says, so allegedly, when are the dates that me and him were doing it? And he said, it's not allegedly. Y'all were doing it. I heard y'all. And it was January, February, and March. So then Brenay asked him, so who filed for divorce? He said, you did. And she said, so if I filed for divorce and if I told you I wanted a divorce, how did I blindside you? He said, you filed for divorce after the whole world basically knew that you were messing with Tim. Everybody knew what was going on by the time you filed for a divorce. Y'all, when Devon mentioned that Akira's son went and got wipes for Tim and Brenay after they had finished doing it, Akira burst out crying. It has been a very emotional day. You can see Akira's grandmother wiping her eyes, crying. Her mom is currently on the stand. She's going over how Tim and Akira relationship was, how close they were, how he would plan events for her, how Brenay would be invited to these events. I'll do more on her when they finish her questioning. As soon as I have more information, I will let y'all know. I've been asking them, how did you feel?
Now, we knew that they was dirty, but they are dirty. A whole different type of dirty.
Thanks. Thank you. Guess what I can do? I can sit at home and still make money. I can sit at home and do literally nothing, post one video and get paid off of that. Like, y'all love to just, like, let me say I look a mess. Like, come on, bro. He left you. Who left me? Yeah, something to be proud of. Absolutely. It is. And I feel like you could do it too if that's what you wanted to do, but you choose that, you know, you don't want to do that. Lazy, hey, y'all call it what you want, baby. Call it what you want. You know, y'all have nothing else better to do but to come on my live and be negative. Every time I get on live, y'all say, Brenay, you're so mean, you're so defensive, you're so this. I would not have to respond to y'all if you didn't say anything negative. Y'all be like, you always responded to negative. Why be negative? Why be negative? I don't get it. Like, y'all be saying I'm so this and I'm so that, but y'all be the ones saying crazy stuff. Who am I responding to? Who am I saying something to? Like, I talk to the positive, absolutely, but I'm saying, like, y'all love to say, you're so rude, you're so mean. Like, who am I responding to? Am I responding to positive or negative? Negative. I wouldn't have to respond if y'all didn't say nothing negative, correct? Okay. So it's like, y'all be thinking I just be talking to nobody. I'm talking to y'all. If I'm negative, it's because y'all said something, not because I just made it up. That don't even make any sense. So whatever. It is what it is. If you feel like I'm negative, it's because somebody said something to me. It's not because I just randomly said crazy stuff. No.
Well, there you have it. Drop down in the comments and let your girl Latte know what it is that you think about this that I done showed you today. Basically, the display of $2 Tim and extra titty Brenay. Because I am so disappointed as a person about the people. Because the things that these two did, like at the end of the day, we know about people cheating. People cheat all the time. But to actually see it play out online and see the lengths that a person went to be able to do it. And let's talk about the seriousness within the situation. Because I just got to go back to this one. You never know who's watching and listening on this internet, friend. For you to expose those children was so dangerous. For somebody offline to take the time out to try to go and remove that kid from school, I don't know if it's hitting home for you. Or $2 Tim, the bimbo with the hips. Y'all are really pissing me off. Like, you two, like, I'm just going to be honest. Because it's one thing to do wrong. But y'all had to double down on it. And now y'all playing with the children. I'm happy that it got to display the accuracy on YouTube people within the factors of this court case. Because you thought you was going to come out here and tell your own story. But people on to you. And your lies ain't flying. But listen, y'all drop down in the comments and let Tay know what it is that y'all think about this bullish. Okay, we got to talk about it. Anyway, and like I always say, if you're not a subscriber, definitely become one, friend. The button is right there, and it's never bye. See you later.
Already predicted they are going to be, you know, breaking up on and off, messing and dealing with other people. And, you know, Brenay, I feel she's the type of woman, once she gets tired of a man and she does not like you, she will move on accordingly, or she will sneak with somebody else. I predict she's going to cheat on Tim. That's what I predict. And I predict Tim is going to try to get back and get with other people. They're not going to have a balanced relationship as they are putting off right now. I guarantee you that. I don't see Brenay being a faithful wife, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte. What? Latte. What? Latte. What? Hands up if you ready for the real. What? Latte. What? Latte. Hands up if you ready for the real.
She pop out clean, yeah, the vibe go up. Big energy walk, don't gotta do much. Truth in her voice, she say what it be. No sugarcoat talk, just honesty. Color in her style, confidence loud. Unicorn vibes, but she stand out proud. She don't chase rumors, she clear that fog. If it ain't the truth, she won't co-sign y'all.
Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Truth telling energy on display. Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Welcome to the world where the facts stay. Latte.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Truth teller. Unicorn energy. Hey.